from the Argungu Fishing Festival of the North to the New Yam Festival of the East, from the rhythms of the Calabar Carnival of the Niger Delta to the sacred traditions of the Osun Osogbo Festival of the West. Nigeria is not just a country. Nigeria is a living festival. I've been opportuned to be part of the few people who have seen the geographical space called Nigeria in its raw form. And I can gladly thump my chest and say this country is the most beautiful country in the world, if not one of the top three. We should leave aside our challenges. I've been opportune to photograph some of these festivals. And in my 23 years of documenting Nigeria, there are over 250 ethnic groups in this country. But I can tell you there are over 1,000 festivals, starting from my own village. I witnessed some festivals in my village in Okeliwo, Ijebu of Ogun State, in the Ijebu East local government of Ogun State, which are not even documented in the national diary of festivals in Nigeria. I mean, I saw Ogun Festival. I was less than 10 years old. I saw the Argungu Festival, which in a way, in my subconscious, formed what I became today. And we can use festivals to not make our economy better, but for the country to be known for something globally. If we recall in the 70s, Brazil became very famous, not for anything, but for football. And here we are today in Nigeria, in the 2000s, we have the artists coming up. There is nothing stopping the Federation of Tourism in Nigeria probably to have a collaboration with the Nigerian Tourism Development Corporation, to have a music festival in Nigeria where all these artists that are known globally should be able to pay back to the country one way or the other. Nigeria will not be able to afford their performance fee, but certainly it would be nice for them to let upcoming artists to come up as well, form a festival, and let it be part of the festival. From our experiences across the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria, and thank you, my boss Ikechi, I've been to all the local governments in this country, and there is nowhere I didn't know. The last speaker, Mr. Nora, talked about the Argungu Fishing Festival, which is actually on the Matamfada River in Argungu, Kebbi State. It's one of the most spectacular festivals you can see. That's about 3 to 5 minutes of excitement on the Argungu Fishing Festival. After that 5 minutes, you can do whatever you want to do until when the biggest fish or the largest fish is caught. But that 3 to 5 minutes of excitement, when the gun or the whistle is blown for the fishermen to go into the water to start fishing, is something every Nigerian should see before they leave this planet. It is so spectacular, and the business opportunities, like Oganora said, is in so many forms, in transportation, in hotels, and accommodation generally, food. When I was there, I stayed in Sokoto instead of Kebbi because there are no accommodation in Kebbi. But thank God the distance is not much. I don't know what the traffic is like today, but then the country was a bit. There was no security challenges in Nigeria then. I've been lucky to have my time when things were really good in the country. So I have to drive all the way from Sokoto back and forth to Benin Kebbi for the festival. So there's so many opportunities in that field. Then again, you have the New Yam Festival that I witnessed in Imbise, Imo State as well. It was the first time that I'll be witnessing such. In my village, even though we celebrate Ogun Festival in Yoruba land, Ogun is the god of iron, we use yam to celebrate it. But in Imo State, without the new Yam Festival, nobody could eat the new yam being brought to the market, and it was something that is quite interesting. And in my journey across Nigeria for the past 23 years, there is one food that is common among the whole of Nigeria, which is yam. There is no part of Nigeria where they don't eat pounded yam. And Ondo State started our Zoom Festival recently, I think about 3 or 4 years ago, or thereabout. Nothing stopped Benue State from having a pounded yam festival because they grow the best yam in the country. And as the food basket of the country, there is a lot of opportunities in that axis. Then the Ojudioba Festival in Ogun State, Ijebu-Ode to be precise, I'm an Ijebu man. It's another spectacular festival that I've covered in my time. And thank God for the new generation of creatives who are bringing things out of the country in terms of videos and photography going global. Things are changing rapidly. Then you have the Osun Osogbo Festival in Osun State as well, where the goddess of Osun is worshipped during the rainy season. And unfortunately, we lost Susan Wenger, who has been the keeper of the grove. And you have the Dayo Festival in Lagos, one was recently celebrated. These are festivals that I've covered, and I have them well documented, and I have a book coming out soon this year, which the whole country will be very proud of. Unfortunately, it's going to be limited edition because I put my heart into it. The book is going to weigh 20 kilograms. That is a suitcase to check in at the airport. And it's 1,500 pages in 3 volumes, And the whole idea of doing such thing is for the incoming generation to see where we are at the moment, what we are doing, where we've been, and what we can do better. I also covered the boat regatta in Lagos, last year, which was really, really beautiful. And if you look at Lagos State, for example, Lagos State is being intentional on tourism. And luckily, we have a governor in reference to Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, and a very amiable commissioner of tourism. Our doors are open 24/7. She's been very wonderful to me to get everything that I needed in Lagos State in terms of tourism. And there's another book coming on Lagos State as well, which is very, very comprehensive. And then again, I've published 17 books for those who has never come across me. And there is no one that is on this platform that haven't got my work in their homes, because if you carry a Nigerian passport, all the watermark images are from me. And if you have the 100 Naira note in your wallet, it's the first digital currency in the world. We don't sell ourselves as such in this country for people to know where we are and what we've done and what we've been able to achieve. It's the first digital currency in the world. So behind it, there is a QR code. If you scan the QR code, all those images in it are all, they bought everything. The CBN, the Central Bank of Nigeria, bought everything from me. Then you have the most spectacular festival in River State, the Calabar Festival. I don't think they've actually done that for some years now. The Calabar is for about a week or so, where the city of Port Harcourt is actually shut down. From the Port Harcourt beach to all the streets in Port Harcourt, turn it into a festive season. There are too many things on festivals in Nigeria that I've seen, that I've covered, and we have no business in terms of our economy being where we are today, because from Abia to Zamfara, there is no state in Nigeria that is not viable. If you go to Taraba State is the most beautiful state in Nigeria. And I'll say that till tomorrow. What I saw in Taraba have no business not being richer than Lagos State. And that's just the truth. By the time you drive from Jalingo all the way down, and by the time you get to Gashaka Gunti, the largest in the country, the most beautiful, and where you have the highest point in Nigeria, all the way to Gembu. People talk about Obudu Cattle Ranch. Obudu is only 21 kilometers. I drove myself all over these places, so I clock it. Obudu is 21 kilometer from the buttermilk to the end. Whereas if you drive on the Mambila is 122 breathtaking beauty that you can ever find anywhere in the world. People go to Canada and say Canada is beautiful. I would say come to Taraba, come to the Mambila in Southern local government of Taraba State and see beauty like you've never seen before. I mean, the vegetation, everything. And in terms of festival, so I want to put myself into festival. Mrs. Azuko made some suggestion about digitalizing all these things. I can tell you right now, I started a construction 4 years ago. It's first of its kind in the country, if not the whole of Africa, where you can see all these things digitally immersive. So we're going to open to the public either July or August, but construction is finishing this month. It has taken me a lot of time, energy, money, bank loans here and there. But all I want to say is you're going to see the best of Nigeria from my building, which is the DAP Experience Center. You can enter a boat from Marina, go into the Atlantic. From the Atlantic takes you straight down into the Niger Delta. Then you can see the creeks, people fishing and stuff like that, all digitally and immersive. Then it takes you up to Onitsha by the Niger Bridge. From there, it takes you to Lokoja before coming back to Lagos. And if there is turbulence, you feel it in your boat. If there is rainfall, it won't touch you, but you see the rain dropping, sunrise, sunset. So, Mrs. Azuko, thank you for coming up with such an idea. So, I've done that. It has cost a fortune. It's a 23 years dream where I wrote everything down, but it took a while for me to get everything together. And it is going to be part of the festival, and it is part of my giving back to Nigeria. Nigeria has been very kind to me from the age of 9 up until now. So that's my own contribution to making sure that we document our civilizations. In my archives are over 4 million images. I don't want to go and all those images will be thrown away. So it's a foundation whereby all those things will be kept. And it also gives creatives opportunities to exhibit their work as well, because it's not just an immersive center. It's a place where you can buy merchandise across Nigeria. We're going to sell over 500 merchandise. It also has a library. Then you will see pictures, physical picture, which has a different floor for exhibition. And there's also a museum where you can see the evolution of photography. I'm sorry, I'm selling this place, but it's all part of the ecosystem that we're talking about tourism, because when people come to this place, you will witness festivals. 2 minutes you are in a building, but after 3 minutes, you will forget yourself. You will think you are actually part of the participants because it's immersive. Then you can go to all these places after coming to us to see. So by the time you are going to wherever you want to visit in Nigeria, then it will blow your mind to say, oh, some people have really done a lot of work behind the scenes without the world knowing about it. And for the tour operators as well on this conference as well, is to say, yeah, you have a place to sell to the rest of the world, for them to see Nigeria like never before. And my dream is to have it around the whole country, because not everybody will be able to come to Lagos, but you can be in your state. It won't be in all the localities, absolutely impossible, but it will certainly be first in all the geographical, the political geographical zones before venturing into other parts of the state. Ikechi, I will say thank you for inviting me here. Nigeria is a beautiful country. I've seen it. And the more we talk about ourselves, the more we get people to know us, because if we don't advertise our illness, we will never find a cure for it. And then again, you can't know my house more than I do. You can't get a foreign creative to come into Nigeria to document Nigeria. He or she will be documenting to their perception, what they're thinking about. And most importantly for me, we should stop talking down on this country. It's a beautiful country. And what most of us are doing at the moment It's like calling our mother a witch. As time goes on, people start running away from your mom. And if it goes further on, people will start running away from you. And that is what we are doing to Nigeria at the moment. This is a land of money. In terms of tourism, we've not even touched anything because luckily for us in Nigeria, we don't do tourism, but we do festivals. A beautiful place might just be a beautiful place to us. We see it every day, we don't value it. But when it is time for festival, everybody goes back home for festival. So we need to go back to schools. People like Ikechi who have the voice and the platform needs to get in touch with the ministry, both federal and state of education, to inculcate all these things into the curriculum. If they catch them young, it becomes part of them. You can't be humble to something that you've never heard or seen before. It will be difficult for you to key into it. Thank you very much for inviting me.